How are you, surgeon?
I'm ready.
Right?
I'm ready. I don't trust y'all. Y'all might got that Rona.
Oh Lord.
Hilarious.
Really cut off.
You know, you're right, because I had it. I beat it twice. I beat the 19 and the 20.
Damn. That's
Okay.
it. I'm done.
And the
He got
20
that
ain't even out yet.
2021. No, you got that 2021 waiting. He got that
Right.
2021.
Right.
So we get down, baby. We make it happen. Peace, champ. I was just checking in. I want to follow up, see if you guys ever use that. Thing lined up. Let's see. Oh, okay, boom. All right, so Claudia, did you come in with a cat? Was that your cat?
My cat is like really trying to be on camera right now. Like, I'm like, you're really.
Aw.
This is like she's being,
Yo, I'm sitting here. I'm
she's
looking down. I just
Oh,
heard.
that's a pretty cat.
I said, "Hey, man, that's
Look at your
crazy,
ass
right?
like
That's
oh, stop it.
the big, beautiful one too.
She's
It
14.
is.
I've had her for a long time. I have
You said
two.
14?
Yeah, she old. She
Oh,
been through it all with
wow.
me. Yeah, she's a
I
good
only
cat.
made it. My cats will. My last cat made about 10, 11 years.
Oh,
I never made a 14. That's crazy, right there.
she's pretty old. I was trying to think the other day. I'm like, how long I have this cat? She looking real old and struggling right now. Like, but she still fights with the other one, so she still got hands. So that's good.
So I was speaking to Marla. Is it cool we dip into the new gig? Is it official?
Oh yeah, of course. And Love and Hip Hop too. I don't know if you guys know about that.
Yeah, that's the one he was telling me about. What else? What else? What's the other one?
I'm on Foxhole. I have my own show on Foxhole, Out Loud with Claudia Jordan, and then on Mondays I do a show with Vivica Fox, Lisa Ray, and Selena Johnson. We've been getting on the blogs every week. We in trouble every single week with the.
Okay, so I'm gonna toss that baton to you. It's gonna be a light banter back and forth, quarantine stuff, just regular stuff, and then when I pass that baton to you, we'll go into all that. And because he did tell me about the new gig with the love and hip hop thing, so I think that's dope.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then
Okay, sorry.
yeah, I think that's dope. All right, so then we're gonna go. I'm gonna do the intro. I'm gonna get to Claudia, and then I'm gonna come out Claudia and Jay Smooth. I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna
Okay.
fake a commercial, go to you, and then fake commercial and come to Nikki. We cool?
Okay.
Is
Got
everybody?
it.
All right.
Are you on the East Coast?
Yes.
New York?
I'm in New York. I'm in the suburbs. I got chipmunks and squirrels and stuff like that running around. You know, I got two pet possums
Right.
out back. They don't know it, but they down.
Wow.
Damn.
I miss New York. I'm an East Coast girl too. I'm from Rhode Island. I miss New York so much.
Oh, word? Listen,
Oh
I'm
man.
quarantined with my 4 pit bulls. We chilling.
Not the
One right here. One right here asleep. The puppies downstairs. You know, we just chilling. You know. All right. So, all right, let's get it popping. All right, E, I'm going to count it in. Let's do it. E probably went to the bathroom, though, huh? There we go. Mm, mm, mm. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of It's Just Comedy, the show, that is. All right, quarantine comedy and then some. I'm the only one giving it to you like this, man. Banging comedians to every show and a super special guest that you just catch you from left field. Bang, you ain't expecting it, and boom, there we got a good show. If you're on Facebook, follow us so you can get the up and coming blast, the links, and also the trailers that they spend a lot of time making some funny up and coming trailers so you can see every show that's coming up ahead of time. All right, so think of things. Let's get right to it. Cut to the chase. I like to hit the headlines first and foremost. So hitting the headlines. We're going into the sports arena here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not or been living under a rock, the sports are coming back. It's official. Hockey already signed up on. They're going right into a playoff situation to finish up the season. They're going to be playing obviously without an audience or fans. But you'll be able to tune in and see them on live TV, primetime slots and all that. Women's soccer They're coming back. 10-team tournament, professional women's soccer, that's going to be back in the game. NBA still negotiating. If you watch one of the earlier shows, we talked about this. NBA is seriously considering finishing up the season at Disney World. That's crazy. I thought about that. That's crazy, dude. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna feel some sort of way. LeBron dunking on Snow White. Come on, man. We're the 7 dwarves. They got to start in 8 right there. And they little, so like 2 dwarves equal 1 player. That's a whole nother story, man. Let's follow these stories. Let's see what happens with the NBA. Let's see what happens with the NFL, Major League Baseball. They usually make some silly decisions when it comes to stuff like this. So I got my money on them messing this up. All right, so there's your sports recap. Hit the headlines real quick. Now it's time to get right to it and chop it up. My special guest with us today, this queen has been doing it up. She's a professional television host of many shows. You've seen all over reality TV. She got a lot of new stuff popping. We're just happy to have her on the show. You know, she's so beautiful. She's going to make us look good. Let's face it like that. Huh? Sometimes we don't have good looking people on the show and we need to make a quota. So once a month, we got to have one real good looking person. And we're doing good. I think we got 2 this month. So it's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the incomparable superstar herself. Give it up for Claudia Jordan's here with us. The lovely Claudia. What's up, Miss Claudia Jordan? Come on in the studio. How are you? Look, come right on. Bow. Came right on with a beauty shot. Pow. What's up?
What an intro. Thank you. I needed that today. Man,
listen, you deserve it. You deserve it. You know why you deserve it? For a couple of reasons. One of the reasons being, when I was in Dallas, Texas, I came by your radio show. Mm-hmm. And you was doing your thing in there, and that was my first time, you know, being in the presence, meeting you and everything. But the interview was so like the genuine like camaraderie and stuff like that, because you know how radio could be. Yeah, it could be like a hit and miss. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It could be fake and all that. No, we hit it off. We had a great time. I said, yo, I like her. She's cool. Some about her, right? Fast forward, I'm talking to my man Marlon, CEO of Fly TV. So he's like, oh, you know who's part of the family now? I'm like, who? He's like, Claudia Jordan. I said, you gotta be kidding me. I'm never wrong about these things. I'm never wrong. So first of all, thank you for blessing the show. Second of all, thank you for the interview, having a good time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Marlon go back like 20 some years. I met him when I was going to school in New York. I was at LIU in Brookville.
Wow.
For a little bit. And I wasn't there that long, but I met some folks and we stayed in touch. And here we are, like 20 some years. Wait, I'm 47. So damn, that's almost 30 years.
He said, wait.
I forgot. I keep feeling like I just got out of college, but I'm really old. I got waves on my eyebrows. My right hip is all messed up. I may look good on the outside, but there's definitely wear and tear on the inside. Okay, I'm just saying.
Listen, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, first and foremost, I'm gonna say this: you've done a lot of TV. I mean, at one point you couldn't flick your channels and you don't pop up on something. For Claudia, what was the best and what you didn't really care so much about? Like, a lot of work you've done. So does anything stand out like, you know what? I could do that again.
You know, for me, for sentimental reasons, being able to be the host of the Miss Universe pageant, because I started my whole career in pageants, became Miss Teen Rhode Island, then Miss Rhode Island, and then being a woman of color, that never happens from my state. I think there was one girl that was before me, but I kind of heard that she don't really claim the black side. Like, she's like, I'm not black, you know, and I'm very pro-black. So I consider myself the first black woman to win and go represent my state and then make the top 10. So starting off in pageants and then moving to LA with $500 to my name, not knowing anybody, and that coming full circle and to be on stage as the co-host with Billy Bush in front of 500 million people worldwide.
Yes, that's big.
Like, I was nervous. I wish I could do it again, but it was just like, damn, I can't believe I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, that was super dope. As, you know, black girl from Rhode Island, the smallest state in the country. And you know, just thinking about all the days I struggled on the Greyhound bus from Providence to New York.
Wow.
This left and right. Nah, you're too short. You're too old. You're too fat. You're too this. All that. And then to be there, like, wow.
You're a real black girl. You're a real black girl. You like real black girl rock.
My mom's Italian. She's an immigrant from Italy, whatever, Southern Italy. And there's racism there too. Like, you know, the North classism, the North against the South, and the Southern Italians are more darker and thicker hair, and the features, you know, kind of closer to us. I be trying to tell my mom sometimes, you got black in you. But, you know, a lot of Italians don't want to hear that. But, you know, just, it feels good. And I hope there's other little girls out there that, they seeing more and more black faces on TV to say, you know what, I could do that too. She did it, I could do it. Why not? Before there was hardly any black faces on television. We couldn't even get black dolls hardly. But
That's true.
You never got reinforcement that your type of look was pretty or in or cool.
That's true.
People would say,
I know what I mean.
They say,
I have a joke about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have a joke about like when I talk about the childhood, and because I got 5 sisters, so I talk about how the dolls, they had to play with the dolls, and I'm like, listen, you gotta understand, growing up for black girls, it wasn't Barbie. Our box just said doll. You know what I mean? And you had 2 times to get that hair wet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was getting all matted, and they didn't care, and it's just like
No.
The fact that it took so long, and even though we joke about it now, when you're little and you do not see your face represented in toys, on dolls, on cartoons, it does do a number on you. It makes you feel like, when some little white boy comes along and says, "Oh, you pretty for a black girl," you almost take that as, "Oh, thank you." It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
Like you can
you're absolutely right.
Off. Just say you're pretty, period. You know what I mean? So.
Yep. That's. I mean, I agree totally with you. I mean, there's so much stuff that we look back, and the funny thing is, we are not even, of that real elder age where we should feel this way, but we do. And when you get 30, you start to look back and be like, damn, when I was little, we used to say this, or we used to accept this, or we used to condone this. Like now we're in that time of change, which I really embrace that. You know what I mean? I embrace the corrections and the movements and everything, so to speak. And you're right. I mean, as a boy growing up with 5 sisters, I was more in touch with the feminine way of life and the feminine side than the male side. Like I didn't catch up into the male side to the early 20s, like 19, 21.
A lot of black men are in that same position because we have a lot of broken homes. It's not just a black problem, but it affects us. You know what I mean? So, and I like what you said about how things are changing. We're starting to like right some wrongs, but I just want people to like not be so hard on people that came up in those times. Like you see all these celebrities get in trouble for things they said 10, 15, 20 years ago. And you got to put things in context. Things were different then. People thought things were okay. And the fact, let people evolve and people correct their mistakes and let people say, my bad, I was wrong back then, or I've changed. And all this cancel culture for things you did 15, 20, 10 years ago is ridiculous. You know what I mean?
I agree with that as well. Like this cancel culture got to be curbed. You know what I mean? There's no ifs and buts about it. It got to be curbed, man. And I'm like, this conversation is so dope because you don't, when you look at people, you don't expect the conversation to go in certain directions. That's why I tell people every time when they come on the show, they want a list of, well, what are you going to ask me? I said, it ain't that kind of vibe. We're in the living room. We're in the living room chopping it up. You know me on stage. I got my Heineken, I got my tequila, and you got your wine or whatever it is you doing. We just sipping, the incense burning, and we just kicking it. And when you just kicking it, you never know where you're going to go. Like I just got inspired in the last 2 minutes to start, I remember you from Real Housewives. I'm like, you know what? Let me start a Real Housewives of Mount Vernon.
That would be.
I would love for you to come in. You know what I'm saying?
We need
the Real Housewives of Mount Vernon. Yeah, we do.
We need more like you asked me things that were negative. I just feel like some of the representation, like in reality TV, listen, they bring black girls on because they know we bring the ratings and we're going to bring that heat. Like black folks do things big no matter what. Whenever you watch Family Feud, right? If it ain't a black family on that show, it ain't really that profit. You bring that fire, that thing, right? So they know that I'm reality TV. Matter of fact, when I was on Celebrity Apprentice, they wanted me and Omarosa to fight. I refused to bring her in the boardroom, even though I wasn't fucking with her at that time because we started to fall apart. I knew what they wanted. They love to see 2 of us go at each other. And that's one thing I want more reality TV shows. Look, have your shade, have your fun, get your little digs in, but it shouldn't just be so nasty. You know what I mean? Like we're not all acting like that. Like I would love to see more shows where like I got a dope ass crew in Dallas. I got dope girls in Miami, in New York, in LA, and we don't act like that. Like we have our little things, but it ain't like, so I'm not trying to annihilate you in front of the world. You know what I mean? Like I feel
and there's so much more to you guys. There's so much more to women in general. Like that's my thing. Like I don't care if we're talking about men, women, kids, elders. We are not one thing. You know what I mean? And I keep saying it. I feel like a broken record. People, we are not one thing. Like we never have been, we never will be. It's just not that. Like you see some women, CEO of a corporation, you're like, oh, but she's a mom. She's that too. Like
Right.
she's that too. She's not one thing. You know what I
Multi-dimensional.
mean?
We are not just one-dimensional beings where we're just, this black girl is gonna be ratchet. No, there's actually black
Exactly.
women that summer in Martha's Vineyard in the south of France and do all kinds of bougie shit with swag. You know, and then this whole thing, like if you're proper, you're being white. Really? So white people own intelligence? That they have the trademark on that? Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you gotta like just elevate more. Like we ain't all kings and queens. Some of us are pawns, but you know, we just gotta like. But we support it though. They wouldn't make these shows if we didn't buy into it. So that's just us.
This conversation is way too dope and deep. You smoke weed?
I have. It's been a while.
I don't smoke, but I mean, for some reason, I just feel like it's
like lighten up.
I don't have any.
You know, I'm not a good weed smoker. I'm an investor.
I know I'm not.
In a dispensary in Illinois, we're the only black owned companies. Like we pool our money together and we invest in this company. But I don't get no benefits of it. And I'm a horrible weed smoker. Like if I smoke weed, I'll be all weird and shit. Like I'd be like thinking, zoning out and paranoid. Like, did I just say that out loud? So I'm not good at it. But I've dabbled.
I'm the same person, probably worse. I already know because like when I'm putting on a lot of shows or promoting the shows or whatever, and I have artists they go heavy, like just peeking in the dressing room or the green room, I'm done. I get that contact. And one night I had like 6 artists and nobody got paid because I went to bed with all my clothes. I had like a 3-piece suit. I was asleep and finally got up at like 6 a.m, go down to the hotel, the breakfast. Everybody's eating breakfast, but they mad. They like, yo, we thought you left town. Blah, blah. I said, no. I said, that's whatever y'all was smoking, like that shit knocked me out. Oh, and I went in the room. I don't even remember laying down. I just know now it's 6 o'clock and where are the pancakes type thing. So, I mean, listen, I feel you on that. I appreciate your time on this right here. But I know you had a lot going on. Congratulations on all the things you got going. The one thing that I did here, Marlon, I was privy to in the conversation with Marlon, was that you brought on to be the new host of the Love and Hip Hop situation. So all the reunion shows, all that stuff, you the one.
I can't believe.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I was just minding my own business, and I got a phone call from an agent in New York that I haven't even heard from in so long. I didn't even think they represented me anymore. They hit me up. They're like, Claudia, would you be interested in hosting the Love and Hip Hop Miami reunion? I go, yeah, I would, but they're not gonna hire me to do that. And they were like, okay, we'll get back to you. We're trying to negotiate a higher rate. And I was like, all right, whatever. Then they came back and they told me like they was like, yeah, we're trying to get them to give you this much. I was like, what? I was like, but I have this thing. I don't like to get excited about nothing until I'm there on set because I've been told I got so many gigs and I have to look at big screen TVs and all kind of shit that we be doing. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't get excited until it's real. So I was like, yeah, they're not gonna hire me. And they're probably just reaching out to everyone to see who's available. They'll probably go with someone else bigger. And then they hit me back and she's like, okay, so here's the dates and they want to know what you want, like your writer. And I'm like, what do you want your address? And honestly, I gave like 3 things and they got back to my handler. They were like, she's so not a diva. Like she can ask for more things. It's okay. And I was like, okay, give me some Papados. And which is like a little and they were like, that's it. So anyway, I thought, right before I signed the deal, they were like, I was very happy with the money. Like, it's a nice gig and it was a blessing out of nowhere. And then they were like, they don't want it to be a one show deal. They want it to be across the board, all 4 of them for like a couple of years. I'm like, minimum. I'm like, what? It's funny because our words are so powerful, right? When I was on radio here in Dallas, I liked doing radio. It wasn't the perfect situation, but the people, I love Dallas. And I remember thinking like, damn, ever since I got on radio, I fell off. I gained weight. I wasn't looking cute. I felt invisible. And, because it's like a lower profile when you're on radio, unless you're like nationally syndicated, right? And I said, I wish I had an opportunity to be back on television where I could be glam and feel cute again and be on something where the younger generation can like know me. Because I feel like the ones that are in their 20s or teens now, they didn't really know me from Price. They think I'm just some girl that just was on Housewives. So I kind of want something that would make me kind of relevant to the younger audience. And when this thing came and fell into my lap, it was all those things I asked.
It was
And I'm like, we got to use our words wisely. Even when we say negative things, that's what be coming into your life too. If you say, man, I never get the gig or I never get the girl, guess what? You never going to get the gig. You never going to get the I said what I wanted and it came. So we did the first one. I really wasn't hip on Miami. I had to watch a bunch of episodes. They were wild as hell. They are, but
Yeah.
they're young and they have a lot of energy and they're passionate, right?
Mhm.
And I remember those days, but like they're entertaining. And I'm proud to say the reunion had the highest ratings of all the episodes all season.
Hey.
So I'm looking. Then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And now I'm
No,
like,
don't remind me. You did two things that just ruined my day. First of all, the COVID thing, obviously, with quarantine, but then you mentioned Papados. Now I just sunk down like 2 inches in the seat. That all 6'6" frame just said, Papados. Because that was right when it had. I was supposed to be in Atlanta during the weekend at the comedy club, and they put you right up next door to Papados. That's the best thing about it. Like, you know, you Papados is heaven. Anyway, thank you for your time on the show. Shout out everything you're doing because you got other things you're doing. You got shows and you're live and everything.
I'm also on Fox Soul. It's a new streaming platform. It's under Fox, the network Fox, not Fox
Right.
News. They're in the family, but we don't listen to them over there at Fox News. Okay, so it's black programming all day long. It's growing.
Got you.
It started like we have a great studio in LA, but we're doing it from home. I'm on 5 days a week now, 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. on the East. And then on Mondays, I have a special edition of the show. It's Cocktails with Queens. And that's with Vivica Fox, Lisa Ray, and Selena Johnson. And we've been like seeing these women who are celebrities and well-known be very real. Like they don't give them Hollywood answers. And that's why every single week we're in the blog because we don't piss somebody off. And last week I was attacked by the bar or whatever. But it's very real conversation. We don't hold back. Please check us out on the Foxhole. You can download the app or foxhole.tv. Love and Hip Hop when we get back out there. I have a movie called Frank with Brian White. But I'm out here just trying to, inspire others. Follow your dreams. Don't put up with the bullshit. And don't ever let you tell you less than a white girl.
I love you. Great. This is stupendous. Claudia Jordan, thank you so much again. And hey, we fam now, so we can't be strangers, baby.
Anytime.
Thank you very much. Love you. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. It's Just Comedy, the show. Y'all see what it goes down to be. Don't go nowhere. That was Claudia Jordan, but we got the comedy coming right up. 2 banging comedians. Stay tuned. Be right back. Hey, welcome back, man. It's Just Comedy, the show as promised. 2 headbanging comedians in the building, ready to rock out. Let's get right to it. Funny dude coming to the stage, coming to the screen, coming to the studio. Y'all give it up for the incomparable Funny. Jay Smooth is here, y'all. Clap it up, man. Jay Smooth is here. Jay Smooth.
I'm in the building. I gotta make sure I'm straight because I don't talent. Let me tell you something, bro. You might got that 2020 Corona. I gotta make sure I don't catch shit. I don't trust your ass. I don't
Wait a
trust
minute. Yeah, with that song, wait a minute, motherfucker. Hold up. But you look like a superintendent with those gloves. Those are superintendent gloves.
I'm taking my shit off there. God damn it, I'm done.
Hey, yo, look, your shit didn't even look like regular COVID shit. You had the green janitorial.
Hey man, you know my cousin, he was selling these motherfuckers. So everybody got that cousin that's selling shit doing this what going on. And my cousin, look, let me tell you, this motherfucker's supposed to be some sanitizer. That bitch that said Tizer. I shouldn't have fucked with his ass. I knew something was wrong with that right there. I knew it when he gave me that. I said, look at this. Hell.
Hey man, where you at? Where you quarantining at, Jay Smoke?
You ain't gonna believe this, but I'm back home. I'm loving it. I'm in Richmond, Virginia with my wife. I'm chilling.
Nice.
We good, but I got one goddamn problem. Every time I turn around, these grandkids keep coming to the house. How the hell they get out the house? This don't make no damn sense.
Wait a minute. It sounds like a good rant I want to hear. Let me reintroduce you. One screen is yours. Run with it. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Smooth is on the show. Go ahead, Playboy.
Goddamn, let me tell y'all something. These grandkids, every time, let me tell you something, Tyler, you don't understand. Every time I come home, I'm looking in the bed. I'm thinking my baby gonna be in the bed, but it ain't the baby I want in the bed. I'm like, where y'all coming from? Y'all need to get your ass and get the hell up out here. Every time, bro, they cop blocking. You can't get in. I'm trying to do what I gotta do. Cause what else left? It ain't like we going to do no shows. We can't do nothing. I said, some got to get. I told my wife, that's all right. You ain't got to put nobody out because I'm gonna tell you why. Everybody getting the hell up out here. Trust me. And when I come home, let me tell you what I told. Let me come home and somebody up in this house under you. Watch what I do. I walk the fuck back out and sat on the goddamn porch. That's what I did. I sure the hell did. And then let me tell you what else I'm mad about. That goddamn Trump almost got me locked the hell up because he had me going out buying Clorox. I'm trying to become a Clorox dealer. This don't make no damn sense. I'm trying to sell people Clorox. I say, you take this shit, you ain't got to worry about the Rona. You take this. Next thing I know, these niggas about to lock my ass up fucking with Trump. Y'all better stop fucking with Trump. I'm trying to tell you that. Something wrong with Trump. This motherfucker got us crazy. And these white people, let me tell y'all something. Stop fucking with us. It's new niggas out here. You can't keep fucking with us. It's new niggas. You can't run up on us no more. See, Trump got these white people thinking that we goddamn punks. No, it ain't no y'all saw mask. This ain't no goddamn Django shit. Run up on our ass, see what the fuck happens. Think I'm playing. Hey, Tyler, let somebody run the fuck up on me and see what happens. I ain't taking this shit no more. I ain't getting no pussy. I can't take that because I'm on Clorox. And Trump, man, okay, think I'm playing. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. And let me tell you something, Tyler. It's so funny. Out of 25 years of doing comedy, I've been trying to goddamn get with your ass. And you know what? Cool Bubba Ice, I'm throwing your ass out there. I've been trying to get your number. This nigga act like he don't know your number. But that's my nigga Cool Bubba Ice, but he's a dirty dog. I've been trying to get your
Cool
damn
Bubba
number.
He been blocking me, man?
Yeah, that nigga Cool Bubba talking about, you know I ain't got nobody number. I said, nigga, yes you do. Yes you do. Yes you do. But that my nigga, I love Cool Bubba Ice. And Freddie Ricks, I'm talking about your ass too. That nigga came to Richmond and told that bitch down. I said that nigga never come back no more. Hell no. Nigga talked about my city like a motherfucker. Don't make no sense. I said, you can't come to Richmond talking to us like that.
Yo, that's funny as hell, dude. Yo, let me tell you something. We've been trying to have Bubba. We tried 3 times to have Bubba on the show. Bubba got the worst fucking Wi-Fi problems in America.
He got that prepaid shit going on.
Bubba Wi-Fi is so fucked up. It start off with Bubba, and then there's a random white guy. 3 minutes into Cool Bubba, I'm looking at some random white guy fix a car. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
That's that Bubba for you. I love Bubba. Bubba would do some. Let me tell you something. And when it comes to selling DVDs, don't buy his DVDs. Bubba gonna fuck your ass up. You gonna buy a DVD from Bubba. That nigga, let me tell you something. That nigga made me buy 10 DVDs. Nigga, I don't need 10 DVDs, nigga. Yeah, but nigga, here you go. That nigga gonna get you.
Yo, you ain't never lied. Jay Smooth, thank you, my brother. Hey, do me a favor, man. Shout out your social media, bro.
Oh, man, listen, bro. Y'all can find me on Facebook, Jermaine J. Smooth Robinson. I'm on Twitter, 4J Smooth. I'm on Instagram, 4J Smooth. I'm on all that shit for J Smooth. Just find me. I'm there. I'm coming with some new shit. And I'm coming in 2021. I'm going to be the first comedian / stripper / coronavirus. Man, I got some shit I'm coming up with. Just follow me.
We love you, brother. Thank you. Jay Smooth in the building, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we get down. One more again. It's just comedy, the show. That's my man, Jay Smooth. Keep it locked, man, because we coming right back with more comedy. Don't you move. Welcome back. Your dude is back. You know what it is, baby. It's just comedy, the show. That's also the name of the Facebook page, man. Go on there, man. Lock it in, man. Follow us. Do what we got to do. All right, that Jay Smooth is something else, man. We still laughing at him, but we got a queen in the building. We got to respect this young lady, funny as hell. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together in your living room, in your garage, in your kitchen for Nikki. Ooh, come on, y'all. Give it to her. Give it to her. Give it to her. What up, Nick?
Hey, what up, Talent?
You look good over there. Look at you.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. You looking good over there always.
You over there quarantining or what?
Man, I'm like Kaya. I'm eating and smoking and fucking and eating and smoking and vlogging. I'm doing grown people things. I'm locked in with a fine ass man with one leg, baby. He ain't going nowhere. You know,
That's
it's a good life.
funny.
Yes, yes, man. I'm having a blast. I'm back to New York.
Oh yeah, where you at?
I'm in Queens in
Oh,
Rockaway.
Queens. Okay. Oh, you in Rockaway, so you.
Alcatraz.
Oh yeah, you out there in Alcatraz. You
Yeah.
making it happen. Shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Oh
you
yeah.
quarantine with
So
the
good.
one-legged man?
I'm loving it.
Any kids around you or no?
Huh? No kids. No kids. Nah, because we eating and smoking and fucking. So ain't no kids. Ain't no room for kids. That's what we
You
doing. We doing
so
grown people things.
you living the
Now,
real quarantine life.
oh, the real quarantine, like because you can't do comedy. I can't go out and tell no jokes. So I had to go back to the old school shit. I'm selling weed. I'm making fish plates. I'm doing what I gotta do. To stay healthy and shit.
Well, listen, we ain't mad at you, man. You know what I mean? The quarantine's doing good for you. You know what I mean? When you go outside, you social. Well, you out there, so social distancing should be pretty easy.
Oh, very, very easy. Very easy. I wasn't fucking with niggas anyway. So this is regular shit. I'm like, all right.
Yo, you
I was
stupid as
hitting
hell.
elbows anyway. I was fucking this anyway. I always carry. I've been carrying sanitizer for years.
Okay.
For years. I always have my sanitizer. So yeah, because in comedy you shake your hands, you're kissing, you're touching. You got the no. So I'm COVID free. I've been about that life.
So you've been about that life. We just
I've been
catching
about
up.
that life. Yeah,
Hey,
just
man.
catching up.
Well, listen, do what you do. I'm gonna give you the one shot, ladies and gentlemen. Nikki, who's with us? Let's go quarantine it out in Queens.
Oh man. Like I said before, I'm eating and smoking and fucking out in these streets, selling plates, trying to stay clean and mean, keeping people out of my business, and staying the fuck up on Facebook. Child, if people don't stay the fuck up on Facebook, this quarantine thing got you nosy, got you doing too much. Black people, stop it. First of all, you can't put together a fucking sentence. You can't argue if you can't spell. Okay? It's very difficult to argue when you don't spell right. Okay, so please
Mm-hmm.
stay the fuck up on Facebook and please stop putting these new ugly ass babies up on Facebook. Everybody being cute. Okay? Stop liking and encouraging that shit. Everybody baby ain't ready. You didn't even go to
Yo.
baby head yet. Baby head shaped like a dick. And you got to get that baby up on Facebook. The baby just came out the canal. She ain't ready. Stop doing that shit. And I blame these young girls. It's the young girls that are doing that shit. Tell them they are. Baby's 3 months old with a hair weave. Stop it. Baby don't need no damn hair. Put a bandana on that baby and keep it moving. Baby
Oh
don't need
man.
weave, okay? Y'all gonna stop that shit. Just stop it. We gotta do better. Just do better, black people. This quarantine is teaching us a lot. It's teaching us God is saying be still. That means stay the fuck off of Facebook. I think part of being still is staying the fuck off of Facebook because it's just doing too much. It's too much going on out here. And stop blaming the Asians for every damn thing. It's your fault because a lot of y'all are not sanitizing. I've seen you, white women especially. I go in the bathroom with you. You go and use the bathroom, you walk right out and shit. You don't even wash your hands or nothing, just nasty. Okay, and the world now sees it. We see it. So now you know, black women, why we always have heavy purses, because we got a lot of sanitizer and a bunch of shit in our purse. Because we are being safe. Okay, that's how my purse is heavy. Because the sanitizer is the most shit in there. The wipes, in case I get lucky, extra pair of panties. It's a lot of shit that goes in that bag. So mind your business, okay? I'm just we just gotta do better.
Yeah, we gotta do better.
We
You
gotta
called
do
the baby
better.
the dickhead baby. That's some funny shit. The baby heads.
You know the babies are coming out with the little quick yeah. And they be like, look, the baby head is shaped like a penis. Like, that's just one penis, that baby. My baby
Not
not
the
ready.
dickhead
He was a
baby.
motor baby. It's shaped
Yo,
like a dick.
yo,
You
you
gotta,
gotta
you
stay off
gotta
of
stop his
Facebook.
time. I'm not on it. I'm not on it. I post and I get the fuck off because it drives me crazy. It drives me
Oh
crazy.
God.
Trying to read people posts and trying to support people that misspell
Right,
shit. I'm like, what
right.
the fuck does she need? Like my cousin posted up something the other day and she said, God sent me an angle from up above. Now she said it twice. Angle. Now you know angle and angel is close. I'm gonna give her that, but you did it twice, bitch. So somebody, my aunt put on it. She said, "God should have sent your ass for dictionary, bitch." Because an angel. You know, so it's that people get patty. You know, you start getting patty.
I cannot. Ladies and gentlemen, Nikki who's in the building. Shout out to
Oh
social media.
yeah.
I appreciate you. What's your
Thank
social
you.
media there? Let the people know where to find you.
I'm on Nikki Who on everything. NICCIHO. It's Nikki Who. It's not Ho. Ho is my former life. I'm doing comedy now. Don't judge a bitch. I'm telling jokes and not sucking dick anymore. So Nikki Who, not Ho. Okay. On
Thank you,
everything.
baby. I appreciate
Thank
you, man.
Thank you.
Nikki
Thank
Who
you.
in the building. It's just comedy, man. Another crazy ass time. That's how we get down. Nikki Who, Jay Smooth, Claudia Jordan. This is all, it's crazy. But hey, it serves its purpose. Entertainment, man. Huh? You got a little bit of everything. Took us around the world. We learned some shit we ain't know. We laughed and dickhead babies. I didn't know nothing about dickhead babies. I've been on Facebook. I haven't seen it. I didn't know, but now I know. All right. And knowing is half the battle. We'll see you next episode. Don't forget 9 p.m. every night, Sunday through Thursdays, a new episode. Y'all be safe out there. Booyah. It's just comedy. The show. Hilarious. Dickhead babies. Disrespectful. I see you. See you on the next one.
All right.